Alright, so the way the pattern would be recognized here would be with the 5-6. So you know you're going into the top of the 7. You know you're going into an E shape from 5-6. It's 5, and then the pattern's going to start over again on that G shape. So what we've got right here is a nice S4L. Right here is a nice S4L. The good thing about the S4L is it's whole step, half step, whole step, half step, half step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. So it's a nice 4 in a row there, the S4L. Now let me show you something. So you choose the pattern that, hone in on the pattern you like. I don't think, if you saw 5-6, I don't think you'd want to be working with the S5L pattern in that case. But in any case, let's look what happens here when we do the warping. Okay, so we'll go to cursing mode. We're going to have to warp over the top two for this to make this A shape here. Okay, we're going to bring that over. Hopefully it'll be lined up. I think it goes over there, but it could be wrong. Yeah, it goes over there. We don't want it to be, no, we don't want it to look like it doesn't belong there. Now, apparently in the A shape we also have a 7th here. So the A shape isn't totally A shaped. You notice how when you're doing a pentatonic A shape, it's shaped like an A. You got 5-6 root 2, 3-5, 6 root 2, 3-5, 6. But here we have the 7th when you're doing that A diatonic. Okay, we have the 7th and then the 4th. You would add that in additionally. So then you get your A diatonic and you'd add the 4th here for that G shape. Guess what the 4th of A is? G, and you get that leading 4th on that G shape up there. Now what's the 5th of A? The 5th of A is E. So we're going to get an E shape there too. The E shape pentatonic 5, 6, 7 root. There's your 7 again. 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6, 7. There's your 7 again on that E shape, because it's the 5th. It's the 5th, so it's going to be 2, 5, 7. In the key of C, that's D, G, E, B. Okay. So that's where your extra numbers come in. They're not just annoyances in the scale. Oh no, I have to hit a 7th. They're part of the 4th and the 5th. So they're important. In any case, what got warped over in our pattern? Alright, so here we have the S5L. Alright, starting on a 6-7, that's no string, no play, no string, no play, 5-6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to start the pattern over again on 6-7 root. 6-7 root, here's where the warp occurred, at 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that warp occurred right there between the G shape and the D shape. So if you're playing that, you'd have to know that. 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4. Where that G shape, string shape, goes to that D shape. And there it is. D shape 4th to 5, 6. And by the way, talk about patterns. I'll tell you one thing. When you're looking at these patterns now, okay, when we're looking at these patterns, okay, if we have one string, say like this C pattern right here, just a string shape, that's like a one string, that's like an S S1L. It's like an S1L. It's a pattern in itself. Okay, that's one thing that's important for you to realize. I love pattern videos, pattern lessons. Not, but you know, it's fun. So these become patterns in themselves. This is a pattern. It's an S, you know, an S1L, really. Here we have a short, so that would be an S1S, because it's short. So this is an S1L, okay, but this is also an S1L. So it's an S1LC, S1LD, S1LG, S1LE, and then S2SA. You know, so we don't want to get caught up in a bunch of names. But the point is, that's how I kind of invented the string shape patterns, treating each string shape as a pattern. Okay, that means it's going to be put through the tuning warp as a whole pattern. It can't be affected by the tuning warp except in the horizontal direction, where that shape or pattern, that string shape, is fit. Over one or down one if you're going down in fourths, up in fifths. Remember, up in fifths goes the fifth of C is G, the fifth of G is D, the fifth of D is A. Going down in fourths, the fourth of A is D, the fourth of D is G, the fourth of G is C. Alright, let's look at something different now. I don't know if this is today's pattern or chart or what, but I want to get to today's chart. So we've talked about this the other day. We talked about the relative minors. So the relative minors are always one pentatonic scale member below the major letter, or advancing and caged one letter. So CA is caged. You have a C shape and an A minor as a sixth. Okay, A goes to G in caged, CAG. You have an A-shaped C or an A-shaped F or anything, and you get a G minor shaped sixth. So if it's key of F, you get a G minor shaped D minor. Go in a G shape, if you have a G shaped G, you go to an E shaped E minor, which is the sixth of G. You go to E shape, say you got an E shaped E, you're going to go to the sixth of E is a C sharp minor, but it's going to be D minor shape. Now let's look at that. So this is our E, all right, and this is the E box here. All right, that C shape minor is going to be D minor shaped. All right, so but it's got to fit into that pentatonic. But it's D minor shape, so let's choose those D minor notes there. Let's get that D minor now. D minor on demand. There's your D minor shaped in that E. Oh no, that was actually D minor. It'd be a half step below that. Uh-oh, my bad there. See, that's what my mistake was. I was looking for a D minor. It was a C sharp minor that had to be played. But notice the same shape of that D minor. When I say that D minor has to be D minor shaped, here's the real D minor. And here's a half step below D minor is that C sharp minor. And here's your E. And yeah, you better believe that D sharp minor is in the E pentatonic. So that's how you know it's in that pentatonic, right? So that C sharp minor is a pretty tough little chord because you got two accidentals. You have G sharp and C sharp. So here's G sharp, here's C sharp, and there's E.